Today we're back in the kitchen and oh my Lord, we've made our homemade pasta sauce. We're gonna pour it over a homemade meatloaf, people. Meatloaf. It's same recipe as a meatball, only in meatloaf form. I mean, come on, doesn't that look amazing? Let's go. All right, here we are. That's right. Now see, the thing is when you go to parties, there always seems to be meatballs there, right? There's some lady brings in like a big bowl of meatballs and they got toothpicks and then you poke the meatball and then you eat it and it's just delicious. And then you eat like 10 of them. Before you know it, you're going home looking like a meatball. We love our meatballs because they're just so delicious. But what if we took the exact same recipe to make a meatball and made a meatloaf and then put pasta sauce on top of it? Today we're gonna do Meatball-Loaf. That's what I'm calling it, at least. About 30-40 minutes ago, I made my homemade pasta sauce. I'll link that video below here. See how gorgeous that is. Am I doing that right? Yeah, there you go. Just gorgeous. We're gonna put that all over the top of the meatloaf right before it goes into the oven. And it's going to be wonderful. It's gonna put a glaze on it that you won't believe. So that's been done. I also put some onions and garlic in here and got that all sweated down. That's going to go in, but it's resting now. It needs to cool off before I put it in with the meat. But the first thing you do with meatballs or meatloaf or anything, breadcrumbs, right? You got breadcrumbs. Now here's what I've learned. I've been doing a lot of experimenting on this and been looking around the internet a lot. And what I have found is breadcrumbs are essential, obviously, to kind of hold it all together, right? Make a loaf out of it or a ball out of it, right? But what happens is the breadcrumbs takes away the moisture of the meat, and so the meat becomes just a little more drier. So, in order to have a very moist meatball loaf, we're gonna do a little trick that I've learned. So here we have breadcrumbs. This is just 2 pieces of sourdough is all it is. We put it in our little chopper thing and chopped it all up. Now, we're gonna put a little milk in here. We're going to moisten our breadcrumbs, all right? So just a little bit, like that. So we're going to mix that milk up. I think I need a little more than that. Let's try that. There you go. That's kind of what you want it to look like. Here, I'll put it over here too so you can see it. Now, after you put your milk in it, you're going to see that it's just a little soggy. But what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit. 20 minutes minimum, we must let this sit, okay? Because what you want to do is you want the breadcrumbs to soak all that milk up, right? And get nice and, you want it to get a little drier, but still have that moisture in it, right? So, 20 minutes. Okay, I'll dissolve now and go forward 20 minutes. Okay, been about a little more than 20 minutes. As you can see, it's nice, a little nice bowl of bread mush, basically. It's still a little, you can still see a little bit, but that's what you want. See, the breadcrumbs are kind of just gooey and mushy. That's what you want. It's going to be able to hold the meat together, and it still has a ton of moisture in it, right? Which is what we wanted. We wanted to keep that moisture in. All right, let's start building, because basically all we're doing, right, is now we're going to build one big ass meatball, basically, is what we're doing. 2 pounds of beef. Let's put them on in right here. Go with about that much. So here we go. We got that. We're going to crack a couple of eggs in here. Good. We're going to put our lovely bread mixture in here. Just kind of squeezing out all the milk that was left over there. I know it looks like mush, but trust me, it's wonderful. Put some parsley in, just like that. And then some grated parmesan. Plenty of it, just like that. We need to season, of course. And the salt, of course. Now I love kicking it a little bit with some cayenne, but just a little bit. Just dust the top, just like that. What a beautiful concoction, right? All right, here we go. Time to mush. And that's how you make meatloaf, right? You just mush all this stuff up. And really, by this time, it's probably half meat and half all this other lovely, wonderful stuff. And that's kind of what you want, right? You want your meatball or your meatloaf to be full of yummy, good things like cheese and parsley and bread and fabulous stuff like that. Look at that. Woo, baby. All right, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like, gang. That's beautiful. You can see the cheese in there. You can see the breadcrumbs. Okay, so now, let me get this out of the way. Got a traffic jam going on in here. Now, time to make the loaf out of the ball. Ball, loaf, loaf, ball. So what we want to do is just take it and form it into a nice loaf. So let's just put it there. And I'm going to make it nice and thick, just like this, from one length of the pan to the other. There you go. Oh, that is a pretty meatloaf, I'm here to tell you. And now comes the fun part. Remember I said I had the pasta sauce that I made earlier? It's right here. And now we're just going to pour this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges here first, and then I'll pour it over the top. So we're going to start on the edge here. There we go. Then this edge. Nice. Then right on top. Woo! Doggy. There's no way to tell you what that smells like. So we're just going to spread this over the top. And again, the pasta sauce, I've linked a video from the pasta sauce down below. So there you go. All the ingredients of a lovely meatball in pasta sauce, and now we're making a meatloaf out of it. The oven's at 350. It's going in for about an hour and 15 minutes, or until the temperature that you would desire your meat to be, your meatloaf to be, and then it'll be done. Just like that. Now, as I turned to look and put this in, I noticed something. I forgot to put the onions in the meatloaf. I'm sorry. Getting old. What you want to do is you want to put the onions that you sweated down with the garlic earlier, you actually want to put them in the meatloaf. Oh well. I'm not going back and starting over, not for you. Okay, it's been about an hour and 15, something like that. I cannot tell you the smell that's going on in this house right now. I just can't describe it. I really can't. There's a big meatball in our oven and it smells like it, right? That beautiful meat smell and that pasta sauce. Oh, it's like an Italian dream come true. So, let's take a look. Let's get it out. See what we have here. Let me turn this off. Pull it out. Oh, Lord. Are you kidding me? Look. Voila, baby. Oh, my Lord. I'm so pleased with myself. Oh, good Lord. That's delicious. Not even tasting it, just smelling it. I know it's delicious. Time to cut into it. I'm going to start on this end, okay? We're going to make a little cut right here. And that looks perfect. Oh, look at the juice. Look at the juice coming out of it right there. It's so juicy. That's what we were hoping for, right? We wanted some of that juice and moisture, and that's why we put the milk in the breadcrumbs, right? Let's just get us a good piece about that size. Here we go. Get this one piece right here. Oh, Lord help us. Let me put it down there. Bring this in. Would you look? I got a little arugula salad here, but look at that. All those ingredients that we put in there. See how beautiful that is? And for fun, we're going to get a little bit of that sauce and put it right here on top. just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my meatball loaf. This is total Italian meatball loaf situation happening here. I also took a shot of inside the meatloaf here, and does that look gorgeous? Look at that. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, this is so easy to do. So easy and quick, right? 30 minutes, I made the sauce, then this has been sitting in the oven for about an hour and 15, and here we go. That is outrageous. Holy crap, that's outrageous. Oh my Lord, people, do this, do yourself a favor. Now look, it would even taste better if I'd have put the darn onions and the garlic in there. But anyway, I'm pretending they're in there. But it is so delicious, and as you saw, so easy to put together. Crump it all up, put it in the loaf, stick it in there, and you're done. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and send me some recipes. Whoa, hello. Bye.